Okay, blessings and salutations, wonderful water collective. This read is for you generally, but it might resonate more to those who have more water in your chart than others. But either way, take what you can and need from this read, whatever, let it go. It's not for you at this time. It's only supposed to confirm what you already know and give you a little, because if this doesn't match to what you're going through, it's not for you. But either way, you might check the playlist and see maybe other ones there. But either way, I thank you for your view. And we're going to see what we get here. But let me just tell you, in the pre-shuffle, because the water reads was extremely difficult this particular time, because you know why? I see overall, and please don't unsubscribe, because if you do, you might hear it somewhere else. Okay? But it's showing that somebody just don't want to take accountability. They just want to move forward. They're like, okay, I get it. So what? Let's go. And it's not saying so you necessarily said so what, but it looks more or less to where it's not trying to own up to something. It just want to skip the step. And these steps are important. You know, it's not about a race or you and anyone else. This is all about you. Okay? So it just seemed like, you got tact and diplomacy and what you want to do. It's just that you have to literally take care of something that behind you first. You know, that didn't go so well that you have to address for the sake of it being necessary for your journey. Alrighties? Okay. Dear God, thank you for your mercy, blessings, protection, forgiveness, abundance, and direction. Through your grace, through our angel ancestors and spirit guides, please allow me to see with clarity for the highest good for our wonderful Scorpios, Pisces, and Cancers. Amen. 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 Alrighty, let's see what we have in mid-November, please. For Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. Scorpio, Pisces, and Cancer, please. Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. Scorpio, Pisces, and Cancer for November, mid-November 2022. Happy birthday, Scorpios. Let's see. Scorpio, Pisces. What's your overall energy collectively? What is the overall collect? Okay. Ooh. Swift truth coming in. New journey begins. Or some source, Aries energy, but it definitely look like spirit is. I think that's why for some you're not trying to look behind, you're just trying to go forward. Forward is the motion. I don't want to hear deal with anything from the past. It has ended. It's a new phase, a new day, and you're like, I don't care about all of the other things that was happening behind me. Now, I know I'm not in Hood NYC, but as you can see, I'm not in luxury either yet. By the grace, I'm safe. That's all that matters. But let's see what we have for the energy. Feel good here. I kid you not. So let's see what we have for our wonderful, beautiful water collective, please. For November, mid-November 2022. Mid-November 22 for Scorpio, Pisces, and Cancer, please. Scorpio, Pisces, and Cancer, please. Scorpio, Pisces, and Cancer. I can hear them and they can hear me. So I'm just going to take it down a notch so we can see what we have for your alrighties. Okay. Leo, Pisces, Cancer, please. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay. Look at this. Four wands in reverse here, meaning that the sleeves, it's like not doing, it's like When it's in reverse, it doesn't feel like you putting in the work as far as the steps to build, and maybe that's not your concern to do it this time. And that's fair. Because it's showing here the challenge in the past had to do with what you was pointing to, and it's like you was wanting to see bigger results. It's more or less saying even what you poured into, the challenge was honestly for some of you not knowing that was all of this manifesting under that dirt. It was big, big things because it's showing that even with this movement to victory, Cancer energy is still showing this very much. It's like, I'm sorry, but I have to say, when that Queen of Wands in reverse, it's really more or less, a, it could be an outside entity, but it's definitely showing it's like a insecure. It's more or less, it's when somebody do spell work, because this is always they say that spell work with the Queen of Wands in reverse, but they don't say it always with the King of Wands in reverse. But I'm just gonna say when I see somebody passionately in reverse, that passion is anger, pain, resentment, destructive, wicked energy. So it's like more or less their motivation is flipped. It's more or less they don't see themselves or how it comes to them effortlessly. It's more or less looking at the fact of how it comes to them and trying to put their hands on it to manipulate how it go, whether they overcry, lie, throw too much ASS in all types of ways. Who knows? Whatever they do to maneuver things to work for them and this outcome that is only to serve them is there. It's like somebody is literally trying to move on to victory, but it's still that entity in the atmosphere, and it's showing that there has to be. It's showing it's going to be let go because it's nobody's going to keep doing all that work. Sorry, nobody's going to do that. Nobody's going to roll up their sleeves if you ain't. That's what it's showing. It's showing they. It's like it's not going to be a place where they're not seeing it. Whether or not, if somebody feeling like, I don't care, I don't care to address it, I'm moving forward. That type of mentality will make it like it shows like in the bigger scheme of the integrity in business or even in relationships, that's not how you do it. It's showing like definitely here with this King of Swords about somebody adamant about their position and making things clear, negotiating contracts, just super duper like it ain't about the fantasies and the possibilities. Tell me what it is clearly, but yet and still they have secrets. It's like they don't believe the plan overall like of how it can be done without it being like, it's like somebody is really pessimistic because of the way, and I'm not going to say because the King of Swords is pessimistic. No, it's just like the King of Swords, it's like that sounds good, but how is that going to be done realistically? And it's more or less shown with this moon energy. It's still feeling like there's a lot of secrets, a lot of lies. People still literally, it looks like, more loyal to lies or more willing to hold on to pain or anger than just because of the fact that, look at this. This judgment in reverse keep coming out in your reads about where somebody is not being free because of the fact they're not literally owning up to what they really truly need. And it shows that letting go of this control, you'll get the victory. Oh, the FMG. Okay, let's get some more here. Goodness gracious. Aries is here. Cancer is here. Just a lot of... Oh, and Pentacle. Heavy earth. Heavy earth. It's a lot of coinage here. I want to tell you that, water sign. There's a lot of coin here. But it's also showing the way it can get flipped. Right? It's showing that not appreciating, basically doubting the blessing and focused on the stressing. You know, it's like, huh? But that's what I see, unfortunately. But it's a non-judgment zone here, so we're going to see what else comes out, because it's not for everyone, but it's the collective energy here for our wonderful water signs. Show me what else I need to see for Scorpio, Pisces, and Cancer, please. Scorpio, Pisces, and Cancer, please. I think I'm going to have a mimosa after this. Let's see for our wonderful, beautiful water collective, Scorpio, Pisces, and Cancer, please. Alrighty, Scorpio, Pisces, and Cancer. Right amount of cards too. Ain't that beautiful? Look at this. Can y'all see? Like, no, your nails in the way. Look at this. You see this? That is the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Now, mind you, didn't I see that in the last, I think it was Cancer. I'm not sure. But either way, what this is showing is that for some of you in this collective, you don't really feel things is karmically working in your favor. And I really feel like some of this pain comes from the fact of holding on to some anger, some resentments, and not forgiving yourself or the other person, or be owning up to the truth of how you really feel and what to do to work through that in itself. And I'm not nobody's professional, therapist or psychiatrist. I'm just telling you what I see in this read, and the fact that I do have some experience with knowing some of these things, because I've been around town, and I'm not telling you this from a place of not knowing. Okay, so I see Scorpio, Taurus, Leo, Aquarius, Cancer, and Pisces. Now, what I see here is that when you was putting things like, looking at how things was growing, it's like you wasn't really feeling it. You was not in your 9 of Cups. You was more or less feeling like, I'm not feeling happy and content in this. Even with something growing, all these wonderful things coming about with this Ace of Pentacles, the challenge is that truly being honest about how you truly felt. It's more or less showing that there was a cross in that communication. Like somebody was just trying to move on with the victory of having and keeping it all positive and making, want to make an effort of saying, let's fix this. But it doesn't look where the apology has anything to do with acknowledging what needs to be the elephant in the room. It's showing a place where it's like, somebody was really moving a certain way, when I mean lies and emotionally manipulative, and it just came from this place where somebody really felt like somebody needed to cater to them. And okay, that's why that being what I see coming out of this is letting it go and making peace with the fact that it doesn't have to be a reconciliation. Because it's showing that with the fact that somebody just don't want to put in that type of work, it shows that it's no secret that they will get those results. Okay? See advice and outcome, please. For our beautiful water collective for Scorpio, Pisces, and Cancer, please. Scorpio, Pisces, and Cancer. Please show me what I need to see. Right in the cut is a commitment to, somebody's committed to that happiness. And there's like some intimacy too. Okay. Let's see. Forward is the motion. I see it just look as if, yeah, you're definitely committed to your happiness. I gotta do another shuffle because that cut was all over the place. But let's see for our wonderful Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, please. Goodness gracious. Can I get a card? It's like, guess. No, I'm just thinking out loud. Let's just focus on the water collective message. Advice and outcome. Let's see, please. Advice and outcome, please. But what is true is that you truly, overall in your gut, this is not something that you can escape how you truly feel at this time. Some of you are very much aware. It's really, even if you try to ignore it, you can't, as far as what you truly is, whether they know about it. It's not no, it's like, I really think that's just something you're going through within. It does look to me, as far as the advice and outcome go, what I see shows that there's not an intention for someone around you, whether it's you or them, to really take the steps to, with the tact and diplomacy. And I really believe that's you. You're just not ready for some to really go there and hear that. It's like you're more comfortable like even a nostalgia of really whether being catered to or let me see what this, because this got to make sense for me. Let's see. Okay. What I see coming forward for you, Water Collective, is the fact that some feel like they don't have no intention of really focused on this being the bigger person or taking the steps to make it right. It's like what you think about even with the past is that it's always been in this way of imbalance. It's like it's always been like this, and it's like even if you give up the control of the situation, it's going to inevitably end because you really see it as being an unhappy place. It's like for some of you, y'all really feeling like not in a good vibe at this time, and it's like the fact that the Emperor is in reverse twice and his energy is more or less like it's like you're not trying to take control and strategize. It's more or less saying, listen, not at this time. I'm working through something currently. Like this is an adjustment. Yeah. It's like this adjustment, even with this Two of Swords in reverse, it's like you're not at this time doing head over heart. It's like this is more or less it's not really seeing the fantasy. And the fantasy is not really the fantasy. The fantasy is the fun and how easier it is. Some of you thinking since it's been difficult, it's going to always be that way. But what it's trying to show you is that in this Nine of Pentacles, independence and working together, it's just basically showing, and I keep seeing this Judgment in reverse. It just seemed like with this place, with skipping certain steps, cause unnecessary stress down the line. That's all. It's showing, I see why it's been this way and why it works for you this way, but it's showing that, is it really working? That's all. Till next time, wonderful, beautiful collective, love and light.